where we are today, this generation, how amazing it is to be born now, to be part of this world now, right? Don't you think so? Yes. The fact that we're born now, in 2019, being here on this earth, it's such an honor and a privilege. One time I was praying, I was with a couple of other sons, and we just took the day to just go to the beach and pray. And that time was just divine. I mean, you can't have words for some of those times. And one time we were in just intercession, and all of a sudden I had this, it was such a real, it was more than just a vision, something you imagine. It was one of those visions that I saw this person come up to me, and behind this person was a multitude. And I'm looking at this, and there was so much joy. The atmosphere of heaven is joy. That joy that has no words. It's just that the joy of beyond the mind that this mind can understand. And she said, well, later on I knew it was my grandma, but I didn't realize then. But this is what they all said together. The fact that you're here right now is what we all wished for. We're just rooting you on. It was the cloud of witnesses. We're rooting you on to keep going. What's coming is something you can't even see yet, imagine. But keep going. Keep going. It's something we've all wanted to be there for. It's such an honor. So this is the message that was wanted to be shared then, that it's such an honor and a privilege that the Lord is living through each of us now. And this is who each of us is. This is how He wanted it to be. So it's not a coincidence that you're here on this earth at this time. Know that. Know it. So the generations before were great, amazing. The Lord did amazing work through it. Through each generation. Through each generation, more of Christ was discovered. And the Lord worked in each generation everything He wanted to work. There was a ceiling, and this is how long it's going to go. And every generation had that. For this generation, I believe, as He's discovering the oneness with us, as His allowing us to see, unveiling the truth about who we are in Him and who He is in us, there's no ceiling. There's an open way. There's an open way of how much He wants to be in us and through us. Discovering that we are sons of the living God, one with Christ. One with Christ. Not one with a gift, not one with a healing, not one with a word of knowledge, one with the Word. Having the Word manifest through us. And there were 3 parts. That our emotions don't dictate who we are, our will doesn't dictate who we are, our thoughts don't even dictate who we are unless they're His. There were 3 parts, spirit, soul, and body. So as we're going to go through this, take the Word. Don't think, I heard this before. It's a lie of the devil. Because the Word is always new, and it's alive. And this is foundational truth that as it just roots and grounds so much deeper into your soul as you hear. I know we say a lot that we're sons of God, and there were 3 parts, and we have a soul, and we live in a body. Don't just push that away when you hear it. Lord, what do you want? Okay, I hear it again. Get it deeper inside of my soul. Get it deeper inside of me that nothing and no one and no circumstance can snatch it out. Build those deep roots. Build those deep roots. To know that you are a son of the living God. To know it inside of you. To have that root that just keeps you and holds you no matter the storm, no matter anything that comes against you. That's Him. Desire that. And I know you do. We all do. We all do. We desire that, that depth of knowing. Not just superficial stuff. Yeah, I know I'm a son. Tomorrow the storm comes. Lord, please help me. Know you're a son. And know that tomorrow you are the life and you are the Word. And you change the circumstance around you. That's what He wants to do in each and every one of us. That's what He wants to do. So don't fall into the lie that I know it. I know I'm a son. We'll know it deeper. Let's know it deeper together, okay?
Yes.
All right. The promise. The Father's so sweet. He gives us things to hold on to. He gives us promises, and as we hold on to it by faith, we become like his nature. We partake of his nature. From back in the days, he gave us promises that will be fulfilled when Jesus came, will be fulfilled now in our lives. The Old Testament is not just a series of stories of things that happened to people back then. It's for us right now. It's filled with promises. Filled. So let's read this. It's in Ezekiel 36, 25 to 27. This is what he says. I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. I will cleanse you from all your impurities and from all your idols. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit in you and move you to follow my decrees and be careful to keep my laws. Do you see in there a word, well, it's one syllable, one vowel, that it repeats over and over again? I. This whole time, ever since you're born, the world tries to put some sort of identity on you. You know why? Because it needs to get you self-centered. It's all about being self-centered in the world. There's nothing about the neighbor. It's not about, make sure you're, bless your neighbor. Nobody tells you that in the world. It's like, the neighbor has that, you should have something 10 times better. That's what the world teaches you. And from when you're born, he puts an identity on you. You be a good student. You be this. You do that. You need to care for yourself. You need to make sure you're okay. Make sure that everything that happens to you is the best. Strive to do this. Strive to do that. And there's nothing wrong with striving to be, but knowing that he's inside of you being that is the goal, is the root of it. If it's all about you, then it's self-centeredness. And there's nothing the Lord wanted that had to do with you, because he wanted to, the goal was, I'm going to kill those people, and I'm going to have Christ be the one living inside of them. Because there's nothing good about our old man. Nothing. Zero. It couldn't be made better. It had to be killed. So the promise had to do with, I will. This totally kills all the works, trying to be righteous by your own powers. This is his promise. I will sprinkle clean water on you. You won't have to sprinkle clean water on yourself. There's nothing you can do to make yourself be clean. And you will be clean. I will cleanse you from all your impurities. It doesn't matter the good works that you do. They're just works. Unless you're a new creation, they're just works. And he cannot clean you. He cannot make you righteous. I will give you a new heart. I love that. And put a new spirit in you. A new heart. From the heart, the mouth speaks. I will give you a new heart. Kill the old one, filled with the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. I will kill that. And now you have a new heart that I put inside of you. And that heart used to be full, it was a stone heart. One that could not receive, it was just bitter. And the one that he gives us is full of, it's a heart of flesh that's soft, that's receivable, that's humble. The humbleness of the Lord to receive from him, to be able to receive. A heart of stone cannot receive. A heart of flesh receives from him, is ready to receive. That its nature is to be able to receive. And I will put my spirit in you and move you to follow my decrees and be careful to keep my laws. The Holy Spirit leads you. You don't lead the Spirit. He's the one that moves you. He's the one that takes you. Trust him. Trust that everything that happens to you, he leads you into that. When you keep your mind on him, When all you think about, all you seek is the things above, he leads you into all truth. If you choose to be carnal, don't expect any leading in that way, because you can't. You're just in the wrong place. When you know who you are, trust the Holy Spirit leading you in all truth. That's the promise he gave us back in the Old Testament. This is what I'm going to do for my people. This is what I'm going to do for my sons. I will do it. I will do it. So this kills all. Lord, I didn't do enough today. I'm not good enough today. Yesterday was better. Today, I don't know. It's all his doing. He's already done it. So we hold on to promises that he gives us. And this is a beautiful one that we can look back and say, Lord, you planned this before the foundation of the world. You planned this. Before the foundation of the world, you planned that you will do all this for us. Amen?